What's happening? It's your boy SleazyWorld Go. I just finished my interview with the progress report. Make sure y'all go tap in with that.
Progress report. Yeah, progress report. News, interviews. Tune into the progress report. Keep watching the progress report. Tune into the progress report. Lalaa, boss Britt, Excel. Know when you progress, gotta excel.
The progress report.
Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Lalaa Shepard.
Boss Britt the most lit.
What's up, it's DJ Excel.
Okay, man, we got a very, very, very special guest, man. Mr. SleazyWorld Go in the building.
Hey,
What's good?
Hey.
Hey, man, welcome to Lunch Table Talk presented by the Progress Report. He like, yeah.
It's on.
It's
Yeah,
on,
let's
man.
get into it.
So, like we were saying off air, man, Lunch Table Talk is where we talk, current events, random topics, but all things you as well. We know you got a tape coming up, so we're going to get into that too.
Yeah.
So we're going to have some fun. First, Britt got a pop quiz for you, so let's get into it.
Yeah, we're going to
Let's
get
test
into
your
it.
knowledge.
Yeah, ain't nobody drinking though, so I don't know what we going to do if he get it wrong.
Damn, now we living a healthy lifestyle.
Lala, you got to take one for the team.
Nah.
I said nah.
I mean, see,
Threw her under the bus?
Yeah, somebody got to do it.
But I'm
It's
not
cool.
Sober. I'm just sober right now.
All right, we'll just
Bruh, she
I
gotta
don't
get that water bottle out.
But all right, so it's multiple choice, okay? And it's based off the Midwest. All the questions will be.
All right.
All right. So first question: which Midwest rapper was the first to go diamond, 10 million sales with an album? Is it A, Eminem, B, Nelly, C, Kanye West, or D, Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Wait, ask the question again.
First Midwest rapper to go diamond, sold 10 million with an album. And then it's A, Eminem, B, Nelly, C, Kanye West, or D, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Eminem or Kanye, but I think it's Eminem.
It's it's Eminem.
I gotta say, Eminem been fucking.
It gotta be Eminem.
No,
I didn't even
it's
know that
Eminem.
one. It gotta be Eminem.
Yeah, so we know you from the Midwest. Now, there's a lot of like discrepancies about who's the greatest rapper of all time. So do you believe that Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time? And if not, who would you say is the greatest rapper of all time?
No, I don't think he's the greatest rapper of all time. Who do I believe the greatest rapper of all time? That's kind of hard to say because I feel like
Yeah, do it even exist?
Yeah, I don't think that kind of exists. Nah, because
Subjective.
it's different time periods.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's just like so much like music. It's got like a broad range of art. So it's like you can't just say, you know what I'm
One
saying?
person.
One person is
Yeah, I
the
agree.
greatest when it's like this person can do some shit that person can't do. You know? So
And what's your top three?
Yeah.
my top three. Are,
Yeah.
For you.
For you.
Top three, for you.
Of course, Tupac. I love his music.
Hell
I
yeah.
study his music a lot.
Mm.
Newer, I'm gonna say Raw Wave. I like his shit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with like probably Future.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
shit.
Yes.
She
Good
thinks
in
she
my book.
Future, so
Oh, well, while
You-
we
you went
talking
over.
about the Midwest, too,
Yeah.
we both actually from the Midwest.
Yeah, from
but
Ohio.
you was born in Michigan, raised in Kansas City.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Like what you want to know about it, like how old I was. I was doing bad shit in Michigan. I was doing bad shit in Kansas City, Missouri. So
Damn, so how old was you when you moved?
like 12, 13.
Damn, doing bad shit at 12. I was into
pretty
some
bad.
shit at 12. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, what was it like for you growing up in the Midwest?
I feel like Grand Rapids is small, so it's like everybody knew everybody. Kansas City, Missouri is way bigger. It's still small too, but it's like way bigger.
Yeah.
But shit, I feel like that was like more so like my childhood days when I was in Michigan. Like I remember just being a kid when I was there. Like I became a teenager and I kind of grew up more so in Kansas City, Missouri. So like there was when I started becoming who I was, you know. Yeah. So
What's that one artist that used to have all the twerk songs? He from there?
KStylis.
Yeah, he from there?
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Hey, that was,
know that.
yeah, I
Okay.
remember that was a time.
God.
How old
He's
was you around
still
that time?
going.
Are you still out here? Oh, okay, that's what's up.
KStylis still
That
out
jumping
here.
up that booty. Hey, that nigga.
What was
Y'all
you doing
bitches
to that?
going crazy.
Yeah, Britt, what you doing to that girl?
I want to jump that booty, alright? Not too much. Not
I
too
was
much.
trying.
God, he had the parties going crazy.
I
Oh.
bet, bro.
He had a movement. He had a whole wave.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to
Yeah.
like parties, like he
Yeah.
had them bitches on lock.
For sure.
Facts.
What?
So,
Go
Shout out
ahead.
to KStylis.
I was just gonna say Kansas City, man. How you feel about Patrick choking?
I don't feel like he choked. If you watch the game, I don't feel like he choked. I feel like it was more so like the people that was protecting him. He couldn't really get off how he was supposed to. So it's like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know.
Okay.
Playing his part, but the
I'm a
motherfuckers
sports
that was
fan. I'm a sports fan.
motherfuckers that was supposed to play their part didn't play their part. It's like
Yeah.
he
I've
was my
never
person.
seen him throw so
Interceptions.
many receptions, or like I say receptions, interceptions though.
But you got to think about their defense was on their ass.
They
He
were.
couldn't get off of
It's
their
on
ass.
their ass. That's true.
You feel me? Like
That's
you have
true.
to make split decisions, so it's like shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put that pressure on them.
They
They
did.
definitely put that pressure.
I had
on
to.
But
him.
you
Yeah, I'm
are
a sports
you are in
fan,
the
man.
Super Bowl because of your like what you've been through. So like
Yeah.
them split decisions, you should be prepared for that.
Yeah. But you can't control everything.
That's true.
No, that's a fact.
That's true.
That's a
That's
fact.
true.
You can't control. Like if you can't get off a good throw, you
Right.
can't get off a good throw. Like,
Yeah.
you need your defense to protect you, give you enough time to actually make
fair.
a play happen.
No, that's a fact.
That's
a
fair.
fact.
So
Okay. I'm gonna give you that.
Okay, now this next question is subjective because this is from ChatGPT. So you let me know if this is incorrect information because sometimes this bitch don't be correct. All right. So next question: which Kansas City rapper's 2016 mixtape "Body Bag" was a defining release that showcases versatility in the rap scene? Is it A, Big Scoop, B, JL, C, Ritz, or D, Chris Calico?
Vibrate.
I don't know none of that.
Yeah, me neither.
Kiki, you know any of them?
He said nope.
Well-
none of they had.
Yeah. The alleged answer is Big Scoop. I was hoping you would know some of these people because
Nah, hell no.
Look at my nerves.
who's some artists from Kansas City that we might know that people don't, you know what I'm saying, might not be.
I didn't know
aware they're
KStylis was
Kansas.
from there.
Yeah.
Money, Ray Money,
Okay. Okay. I'm hip to him.
Rich the Factor, for sure. Two Gun. It's a lot of motherfuckers that we feel like was raw as hell that the world didn't you really
Yeah.
pay attention to. So yeah.
That's how it be. It's
Yeah.
always in your city like this nigga hot, but it's
Yeah.
like the world don't know about.
Yeah, it's like you got legends in your city that the
Yeah.
world don't know about. Like
True.
them
Hell
niggas
yeah.
them niggas made music for the town for a long time that we was fucking with heavy. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Bro, that's definitely how Atlanta is. When I moved to
Yeah,
Atlanta,
for
like
sure.
I started getting put on to like legends out here that like
Yeah.
I ain't know, but you could drop their song and then go crazy.
Yeah, like it's I'm pretty sure it's motherfuckers down here right now that's like, oh, them niggas legend.
Right.
Outside of the Young Thug and them, it's niggas
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
legends,
Especially
down
Atlanta.
here, you know.
And when you
So-
started like really buzzing, was it in your city first, or was it? Because I know you like was trending crazy. Was it outside the city?
I would say it was in the city first.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, it was in the city
That's
first.
All right, that's
Yeah.
good.
Would you say that y'all have a sound out there?
Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, I think we
Describe
do.
it for me. Like, how would you put that in a word?
Somebody just asked me this. I
Okay.
can't describe the
Okay,
sound. Like you
okay.
down there gotta listen to the music.
Type shit.
You gotta listen to the music to actually. Yeah.
Word.
I got you. I got you.
Jumpity jump. Hey, shout out to KStylis. All right, last question. What is the name of the independent record label Tech N9ne co-founded in Kansas City? Is it A, Strange Music, B, No Limit Records? I don't know. That's a fucking option. C, Midwest Mafia, or D, Psychotic Records?
Strange music. But that psychotic shit sounded like something. I ain't gonna lie. It's strange music though.
It is Strange Music.
Ow, I like that.
Okay.
Salute to Tech N9ne, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Hell
Tech
yeah.
N9ne.
Independent shit.
If you had to say, would you say you're the biggest artist out of Kansas City?
Like if I had to say, am I the biggest artist?
In a sense of like people being aware of like
I haven't
who you
been
are.
like. I feel like Tech N9ne the biggest artist just because he been doing it so long.
Yeah,
for real.
respectfully.
And it's like he got so much years in this shit. Like
Yeah.
you feel me? But yeah.
Okay. Come on, respectful young
Yes.
man.
I was gonna say, have Tech N9ne, have y'all spoke?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, what was some game he giving you, or just some words of advice?
Shit, he didn't support my shit a couple times, came to some of my events and shit like that. But
Damn, that's hard.
yeah.
That's too
Sometimes
hard.
that support is bigger than a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Look, I know you guys are tuned into the episode, but I need you to like and subscribe to our channel right now. Let's go.
Now, like I was saying off air too, we met like back in 2022, I guess.
He don't remember. He don't remember.
I'm not saying he
You like,
won't
bitch, I don't know
remember.
you.
Fuck up. I don't know you. No, shut up, y'all.
We done fucked up.
She remember so bad. He like, bro.
It was at an event. No, you don't have to remember. All I'm saying is at that time, man, that's when the song went crazy. Like it, just was everywhere. So can you recall that time? Because it's like, it don't seem like it was that long ago, but like it's 2025 now.
She's referencing
Sleazy
Sleazy
Flow.
Flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can I recall that time when it was going crazy?
Like, just recall that time in your life, like when everything like was, just buzzing, going crazy. Like you couldn't go nowhere and not hear that record. Like just recall, like what was you going through at that time? Like what was your life like?
I feel like at that time, like I couldn't like wrap my head around it. So it's like it didn't really, I couldn't really understand the situation. Like I was just living it, So it's like I really don't really understand how I felt in that situation, Yeah. It was like some shit happening that it's kind of like a dream damn near. So it's like I was just in the moment.
And you got signed right away, like right when that started buzzing?
I dropped Sleazy Flow. That it was out for like 6 months before like the world caught on to it. Like the underground already had it, but like the world. And then I got signed after that. Like
I ain't gonna lie, 6 months for somebody might feel long as hell.
Yeah.
Like you think I'm
Especially
on to the
to
next
younger
song.
people.
Yeah. Did you put out music like after that, before that started going crazy?
I put out like when I dropped Sleazy Flow, I probably dropped like 5 records that same month.
Damn.
So they all was going crazy, but Sleazy Flow like just end up opening doors, So,
And then when you was getting bookings, like how you're saying, like it felt like a dream. Like when, like your first big booking, do you remember like how much that was, or a payment that be like, damn, they about to pay that?
my first, I would say, so I never like used to get booked when I was underground, like, but I was streaming a lot and shit like that. I used to just do free shows for my fans and shit. Like each month I pick out, like each month it's like, say if it's January, I say like a Capricorn and shit, I pick one of my fans, like they just got to share my shit and I do a free show for them. So like that's how I was kind of like touring.
Wow.
That's hard.
At first, but my first one probably was like $2,000.
Yeah.
That was like the first big payment for me. Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
And then you eventually got Lil Baby on the remix.
Yeah.
Talk about that process and shooting that video, man. Come on, Wham.
I feel like that shit was raw. That shit was raw to me because it was like, damn.
Yeah,
He was at the time like he was one of the biggest. He was really like the biggest artist. That he was going like the most crazy. So it was like, yeah, that shit was turned to me.
How y'all get him on there? Like, what was the connection? How it ended up happening?
He was just coming out to my music. Like he was coming out to the song. Like he was on tour at the time. So like
That's
he was
hard.
opening up to like that song.
Oh, okay, that's
And,
Damn.
like I was seeing videos of that shit. And we like, shit, we need to get him on there.
Yeah.
Like, fuck with the song, and it was just that.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, because that's one of the records that you could just drop and then
Yeah.
instantly go crazy
Everybody
at the
turned
beat.
it. Everybody
Yeah,
turned
what?
it.
So can we talk about Lil Baby real quick, or we want to say? All right. So what do y'all think about Lil Baby shooting a music video and then the police going on camera blaming him for like violence in that neighborhood, but it was in Atlanta.
I think it's bogus. I mean, I just don't think it's fair to do that. Like, I mean, because they pretty much saying that he incited violence, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's fair. I mean, if it's a music video, you can't control what other people are doing, right?
Yeah.
Fact.
And it's crazy, like as an artist, like there's so much shit you gotta think about, like even with your homies, your friend, like you gotta
That's
let
true.
them know, like we not on that. And I just think like Lil Baby, I don't know, but I can imagine he has a real production and like a real team that like
Nah, for sure.
we
They gonna blame the motherfucker with the most influence.
That's the thing.
Like,
true.
That's the
it don't
thing.
matter. Like your ass ain't got nothing. You ain't gotta have nothing to do with it, but you got the influence. Like so they looking at it like shit. You the most known person. We're blaming you.
that's insane, bruh. Like
And-
ain't shit you could do about that.
It's crazy. Like, have you ever experienced any like craziness at a video shoot? Like, we even had Rich Homie's manager up here, and at the Type of Way video shoot, they were saying they got arrested at the end of the video. Like, crazy.
At one of my video shoots, Nah, ain't shit ever happened at one of my video shoots.
Good.
Like, ain't nothing crazy ever happened at one of my shit.
But I did just ask you when your music video was playing. I think that the
fight.
girls was at Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
Were they really fighting?
Yeah, they was fighting. I feel like that ain't crazy though. Motherfuckers fight all the time.
True.
Hey, but shout out to your camera person.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, yo,
Hell
keep
yeah,
that
keep
shit
that shit
rolling.
rolling.
Nah, yeah, we
Yeah.
was in that bitch like record that shit.
Yeah, that's a perfect intro.
Nah,
okay?
that ass.
Now, let me ask you, and this is something that I think Lil Baby is kind of dealing with too. I feel like fans nowadays are so fickle, and I feel like, it's just like they want everything now. People be like, well, Lil Baby fell off. How do you feel about that, like, in terms of fans and people being fickle? Like, they want you to constantly, I don't know what people want from the artists.
I feel like them not his fans. Like, your
feel
fans
you.
ain't gonna tell you that shit. I feel like
That part.
them, like, just the motherfuckers that was riding the wave.
True.
You know, like,
Okay.
True.
a motherfucker that's tapped into you, they gonna
True.
understand. And it's like, he came from shit. He can't fall off. He rich. Like, what is he? He got hella hits. Like,
Yeah.
what's
That's
falling
a
off?
fact.
You
Niggas
feel
cool
me?
with Michael
what I'm
Rubin.
Motherfuckers say it
Yeah.
because they can. Like, the social media just give anybody a voice. It's like,
Yeah.
that shit don't matter.
That's so
That's
true.
real.
I love that.
That's real.
Social media give anybody
Every
a
artist,
voice.
like,
true.
every artist hear the same comments. It ain't not one artist out here that ain't heard them, like, a motherfucker say they fell off. Like,
So if you hear that and you starting off with a hit song, some people well, to me, like, that's when I got introduced to
Yeah.
But like some people are still audience wise are chasing like, I want another hit song like that. Does that fuck with you at all, or you just keep grinding?
I don't feel like the audience be wanting to hit songs. I feel like the audience, me, because I be like, I'm a fan of music too.
Yeah.
So it's like, artists that I love the most, I don't love their hit songs. I love
Yeah,
the other
same.
songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like the hit songs, that shit get played out fast.
Yeah, it's be
Yeah.
commercial.
And it
I'm
be
with you.
the other songs, it be hella songs that's better. It's just
Yeah.
not the popular ones.
That might
you know?
resonate with somebody.
Yeah.
a little
I like how you
better.
put that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And like how you said, like, it's not really the real fans. Like, it probably is the people that was attracted to that hit. But did you probably didn't even listen to the album.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
And
True,
then it's a
true.
lot of haters in the world. It's a lot of people that's dealing
true.
with their own shit, so they gon' say like they want to throw that shit off on other people. So
That's
it's
real.
like, it's motherfuckers that's like, shit, I want to say some shit that make his day bad.
Right.
That's
I want to
insane.
get his attention. It's some fans that
That's
be like,
true.
what can I say to get his attention? Let me say some mean shit. Hopefully he'll respond.
And I ain't gonna lie,
So-
those be the
They
ones
like, oh
that fuck
shit, you
with me. Like,
responded.
Yeah.
You really responded to me. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
like,
I
I
didn't
wanted
even mean
to-
it.
you
That's
feel
so
me?
weird.
screenshot it, post it on their
That's
story.
so
He hit me.
weird.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever called you like a one-hit wonder, or you even seen like any comments about things like that?
Somebody just recently called me a 2-hit wonder.
Ah,
I commented. I
Two-hit
said,
wonder is
I said-
crazy.
I told her, at least I got some hits.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, 2-hit is crazy.
So I'm just like, I don't be giving a fuck though.
Yeah.
I don't give a
Part.
fuck about that shit.
You read the comments?
Yeah, I be reading comments. Sometimes I
not
like
to.
to talk shit back.
Yeah.
I
yeah?
feel that. Sometimes I be on that time too. Like,
That shit be fun sometimes.
Yeah.
It be fun. Like I like to
people.
entertain myself.
And
I
then
talk-
go on about your day like
Yeah, I talk a lot of shit, so it'd be like, all right,
Yeah.
even though I'm a celebrity, I don't give a fuck. I'm finna talk shit back.
Right, yeah.
What was some adjustments to becoming a celebrity? You know, especially too, like just experiencing a huge successful record like that, and then just like you said, not really just being in the moment with it. Like, so what's some adjustments for you just becoming a public figure?
I feel like I got social anxiety. Like I don't like attention on me. Like I don't like a lot of people noticing me or like paying attention to me. So like I had to adjust to that shit. Yeah.
They had all eyes on you,
Literally.
bug out and shit. Like, nigga, you know me? Like, oh.
And it's like I can't go do normal shit no more. Like
Yeah.
I can't do
Facts.
normal shit with my kids without motherfuckers like on pictures or staring or shit like that. So that's uncomfortable for me. But
Yeah.
yeah.
How you handle that when, like, cause I be seeing celebs be like, no, I don't want to take a picture right now. So do you have to tell people no sometimes, or do you? Be
Nah, I
taking
just
all the
be
pictures
taking
and
them.
shit. Yeah,
I just take the motherfuckers.
yeah,
really
that's what's
do.
up.
I
Some
just-
people be
ever
having a
been-
bad day. Like, I don't want to take no picture right now. Nigga.
True.
Relax. I'm with my daughter.
I
my
take
son
them
right now.
because it's like I be like I look at it like if they real fans, it's like this shit you don't know what that shit may do for them. You know,
Yeah.
what I'm
Straight
saying?
up.
And it's like they never get to see you. They only see you on social media. So it's like they
Yeah.
finally see you. Like damn, get their ass a picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't.
Get it as a picture.
yo, because if you don't, they might
Tear
He
you
was
up.
so rude.
forever.
That's
like,
true,
He said my son was ugly. Like, damn.
dragging it.
Dragging like a
Yeah,
mother.
fact.
Yo, I know you're looking at this episode and you feeling it right now, but look, stop real quick and make sure y'all like, subscribe to our channel. It's the progress report.
Yeah, crazy. Has it ever been like a picture that you took with a fan? Was like, damn, and I hate that picture, man.
Or the caption be like, yeah, he was on my ass, and like, bitch, I ain't trying to.
Nah, it'd be a lot of them motherfuckers, but it'd be like, shit, I probably ain't gonna never see that shit, so I don't be caring.
True.
Me and baby daddy. Like, what?
Right, like, girl, why you doing all that, bro?
So let me ask your opinion. Like when TikTok was like shut down for temporarily, how did that make you feel? Just seeing that, you know, I feel like TikTok was a big part of your success.
Like when TikTok shut down.
For like 10 hours.
A couple of hours.
I'm not gonna lie, even though like TikTok is what like got the world to discover like me as an artist, I was never on TikTok. So like when it did, like my fans was telling me, and I was just like, I remember not caring. I'm like, like you going viral on this like this app called TikTok, and I'm just like, shit, I don't give a fuck. It ain't Instagram, it ain't Facebook. So
Right.
I wasn't on there. Like the whole time my shit was going viral, I didn't even have a TikTok. I never had the app or none of that shit. So it's like I didn't get the app until like I was meeting the labels, and they was like, you need to download a TikTok. You need to make a TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's when I got the app. And I ain't recently started making videos and actually being into the content on TikTok and actually understanding it till like now recently, you know. So like recently I've been on TikTok more.
Word.
Got you. Respect then. So guess really didn't phase you.
Right. I ain't even
No, I
noticed.
didn't. Because it was like I like even though it did something for me, I didn't use it. So it was like shit. What I'm gonna do? I don't use this shit. Like,
Right. It was like you was dependent on it.
Yeah.
The end all be out to your career.
Yeah.
Plus, I felt like it made everybody that was on there like we all on the same playing field because we all got moved somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But I get it for people that like was making money and shit. Like
our shit got demonetized, so I didn't.
But I feel like a lot of people try to discredit artists like for making it on TikTok, but
They really do.
But it's the same thing with YouTube. Like a lot of artists made it off of YouTube.
True.
A lot of artists made it off of SoundCloud. True. It's like
absolutely.
It's the same shit as them other social medias. Like it's the same shit. Like you can't say like you a TikTok artist and that be a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Nigga, you a YouTube artist. You feel
Right.
me? Or you know what I'm saying? So it's like
I think that's people like just being against like evolution and shit. Because even like let's just say take it back real quick. Like DJs that like use vinyl, right? They be like, I'm a real DJ because you're using a controller, you're not. And it's like, bitch, it's 2025.
Right. Who gonna carry them heavy ass?
So you gotta move with time.
I'm
it's
trying to
like,
make this shit easier.
Yeah. Like, and if you're an artist, like, why wouldn't your shit be on there? You know what I'm saying? I can say like some crazy shit has went like viral on there, but I think to make you a real artist, you gotta keep going because we have seen people that like your song went viral, we have no idea what you look like.
That's true.
Yes.
We don't even know your name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think like you gotta that makes you a real artist. Like, okay, I took that, but now I'm dropping albums. I'm doing all this.
I feel like something that did like what was good for me is like I've been turned before.
Okay.
That. Like I feel like they just discovered like that shit just opened the industry door for me.
Yeah,
but underground, I was already turned. I was pulling hella like streams on all my releases, so it's like everybody knew about me underground.
Yeah,
the world didn't know about me until TikTok made my shit go viral. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy is that there's so many artists that we don't hear about on a regular that's doing crazy streams, but they don't even have to go outside the house. So for you saying that, like, was you bringing in money off of those streams and like how much at the time?
Music. Yeah, I lived off my music.
Okay.
See, that's crazy. That's why some people be like, I don't need to come out. Like, I got my core base, and the crazy thing is, you post something and you sold out, and somebody out here wouldn't even know you in town type shit. You know what I mean?
That's hard.
Yeah.
So, okay, with your journey and grind into music, then, like, can you tell us, like, what did that look like when you first started rapping, and like, how did you build that buzz?
Like my first shit that I dropped actually went crazy, like in the city, like. It went crazy in the city. That's what everybody would listen to. It's called Sliding. So it's like when I dropped Sliding, it was like, shit, I was lucky enough for everybody to fuck with it. You know, that was my first song I dropped, and it was turned to it. So it's like, yeah, I feel like that shit kind of like solidified me when it comes to the music scene in my city. And then I just kept dropping music. I kept dropping songs that was like trending in the city. Like everybody was talking about. Then this shit start branching out to other cities and shit. So yeah.
That's hard.
Where'd you drop it at? Like what platform?
YouTube. All I had was Facebook and YouTube at first.
Mm-hmm.
So
you didn't have an Instagram. Oh damn.
Like when I got signed, I had probably like 1,000 followers.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But I was pulling millions of streams.
Yeah.
But Instagram just wasn't a platform for me because I ain't know how to use that shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't have TikTok at the time.
Yeah.
So
Man,
Don't
The
sleep on
Midwest love Facebook.
Don't
No,
sleep on
the
Facebook.
Midwest love
Straight up.
Facebook. That's our shit.
It's
I
like
was trying to tell you, bro.
Facebook is just different. It's like a whole different walk
it's
of life
people
on
you
there.
really. Facebook is more like people you really know type shit.
that's where Sleazy Flow went viral first.
But
Okay.
it's just a lot of people on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of people.
It's a lot of people on Facebook.
And you know how you said like I ain't know how it worked Instagram and shit. Like I just re-downloaded Snapchat, right? Because like it's going up. Like people
Yeah.
say that's like the biggest platform to
fuck
get
with
paid.
Snap.
Oh, we know you do, cause you sneaky. So
Sneaky as fuck.
but the crazy thing
I
is,
catch that
I
straight.
went back on there and I felt confused as
That's
fuck.
how I be now.
Like
When I was coming up,
It
I
is
used to be on Snapchat. Like
Yeah.
now,
All the time. That shit's
I don't even
different
know
now.
how to use that
It's
shit.
different.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that's
many
true.
different features. on
okay,
that
so like
mug.
I didn't forget. They just switched shit around.
They did.
Okay.
They
switched
definitely
that shit
switched
up.
stuff around.
I
for
see
sure.
maps pulling up and shit. I'm like, it
I
was
just
a
feel
lot.
like we out the loop now. Like
Yeah.
we don't know what motherfuckers like to see on there. Like what motherfuckers posting on there. Like
Yeah.
so it's like I
It's
feel
a
like
lot.
yeah.
It's a lot to keep up with.
too
I was
many
gonna say, as an
platforms,
artist and as a creative, the thing that this conversation tells me is you just got to put your eggs in as many baskets as possible and reach your fans where they are. Just because
Yeah.
it's like people are everywhere.
Yeah, that's a
Not
fact.
one person is just on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, and for the record, like with Snapchat, they was saying like 70% of people on Snapchat ain't on Instagram.
Oh, for
Right.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's different people in each thing. We kind of think like
lot of people just on
everybody.
Facebook.
Yeah, so you do, but damn, that
Facts.
shit
That
a
shit a
job
job.
within itself.
That shit a
Hell
job.
yeah.
I swear
Boy.
that shit a job. Hell no.
That shit crazy.
I'm learning one at a time.
Yeah, that
You
part.
feel me? I feel like I just learned how to use this TikTok shit. All right, I'll be on Snapchat next.
Bruh.
What's your favorite and least favorite parts of being an artist?
My favorite part about being an artist, I feel like the joy like I see from like my fans and shit, like when I go do shows or like when they write me and tell me like how like, you know what I'm saying, how my music affected them or you know what I'm saying. I feel like that's the best thing. The worst thing is probably like what comes with it when it comes to the people around you. I feel like the people around it affect the people around you the most.
In which type of way?
A lot of ways, and I don't think they be understanding it. It's affecting them. You know what I'm saying? They stop looking at you the same way, or they start looking at you like, okay, what can I get from this person? Instead of actually like fucking with you for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you fucked up, the people around you, they just love you because it's like, that's my bro. I love you for you. You know what I'm saying? But when you got some shit and they ain't got it, they like, shit, I love you because I want something from you now. It's like they don't just love you for you no more. You know what I'm saying? So
They feel like they deserve something.
Right. Just throw me a little 5,000 real quick. You got that shit, nephew?
yeah,
Like,
so
damn.
it's like they really looking at you like for
Yeah.
gain now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just fucking with you for you. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of spoke about that in your one song, the Trying to Heal song.
Yeah.
You kind of spoke about that, like, just feel like some people, like, might envy you and stuff like that. So it's crazy, like, being a public figure, all the stuff you
that's-
got to deal
a
with.
fact.
Like,
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, like, they see money coming in, but they don't really understand what it takes to make that, and that's not all going to you a lot of times. You know what I mean? And how much a video shoot may cost, how much everybody's getting a piece, but they don't see none of that. And it's like it ain't your job to break down the damn math.
sure.
And that shit, like, I start to realize, like, it don't matter what you give a motherfucker. I just seen some shit where it was like, they don't want what you can, like, give them. They want what you have.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like,
That's true.
you can give a motherfucker $1 million, they blow that shit, and you got $10 million,
Yep.
they ain't gonna be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? Because they want that 10 million you got. They want what you got in your pockets, you know?
part.
So it's like, it ain't about what you give a motherfucker. You can give a motherfucker whatever. That shit ain't gonna matter.
Facts. Now, on the same record, you say you used to wear fake designer before you got on. Is that true?
Hell yeah.
Hello?
That bitch, I ain't
I ain't mad at it. Now let's talk about it. What was some shit you was wearing, man? And how did it feel to
I
actually...
hope it wasn't the whole Gucci suit.
Nah,
though.
hell
Like,
nah, hell nah.
look,
You're stupid. And then how did it feel to finally be able to afford some shit?
I feel like it's because of Atlanta. That's the reason why I was wearing fake shit.
That sounds about right.
Atlanta had this little mall where they had a lot of fake shit in that bitch.
The West
the
End.
flea market mall.
The West End.
No, but that shit was like
Probably-
it
I
looked
think it
real as
probably
hell.
was.
Yeah.
It's probably the West End.
You couldn't even tell the difference. It was some motherfuckers
Can't
from
tell
out
the
of I don't know where they was from in that bitch. Arab motherfuckers in that
Yeah.
bitch selling everything. Gucci shoes.
Got it in the box and everything.
I ain't gonna lie.
They be
Sometimes,
having a little receipt with it sometimes. Like, this shit real.
This shit
fuck.
real.
sometimes
You
make
gotta read it,
think
gotta
like,
type on that
damn,
bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
why not? This shit
Whole
look
time, but
good.
shit, the artists down here was doing the shit first.
Dead
you
ass.
think niggas, man, I'm telling you, niggas will keep all their money and go to that bitch and go buy some fake shit.
Dead
Well,
ass.
I
Up
think
100,000. They
Yeah.
wearing all fake
You know what
designers.
I'm
You
saying?
feel me?
And who
Jewelry
gonna check
too.
it when you get what
That's
is
what I'm saying.
legit?
Yeah, jewelry
So,
too.
you're right. How do you feel about the jewelry part? Because you know some rappers will say
Me personally, I wouldn't buy fake jewelry because I won't like. I just gotta know my shit real. Like I gotta know my shit real. Like
Right.
I just gotta know my shit real.
I did.
I ain't make it this far to just be having on some bullshit. Like
Yeah.
I want real diamonds on me. Like
Type
you feel
shit.
me? That's just some shit I want on me. I want
Yeah.
real diamonds on me. I want real gold on me. You know what I'm saying?
that's real.
I got a diamond
Yeah.
tester real quick. Nah, I'm fucking with
Go ahead, test my shit.
you. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Did
How
you
much you spend for your chain?
tell it don't look at
lot.
your pocket.
Right, like, hold on, you
That's
count my
nice.
pockets. I told
That's
the people
nice.
watching me.
I
No,
spent a lot on my shit.
Yeah, no, that's nice as fuck.
That is hard.
I don't know which one I spent more on, but
Because the thing is, you got
That
this
motherfucker-
and
That's
that's
hard.
separate. People that don't
yeah.
know.
Oh yeah, the Cubans.
Yeah, they don't
them
know that
bitches
shit
is a
separate.
whole nother piece. Like
So
a
true.
whole nother pendant. That's the worst thing about it. Like you spend, say if you spend 60, 70,000 on just this part,
Yeah.
you spending another 50, 40 on this bitch.
Yup.
So it's like, yeah.
I do have a
Shit
question.
add up.
I do have a question though because
It look good.
can you real quick just run down the name of your albums, like your past few?
Because you have dropped the album like damn near every year.
So before like Sleazy Flow and I signed this shit, I got probably like 4 projects
Hella
that I dropped.
projects.
My first one it's called Big Sleaze, and then I think I dropped one called The Sleazy Way. Then I dropped a project for like just all like melodic music for the girls. It's called Thug You, and then I dropped Sleazy. This was right before, like this was when I made Sleazy Flow, and I dropped an album called Sleazy, and then I got Where the Shooters Be. And
Okay,
then my
so-
last one is More Than the Shooter.
Okay, so that's where I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
All right, a lot of gun violence on the titles, and then you got a gun as your pendant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like that's attracting a certain type of energy, or like, I mean, just basically, if you got arrested for some shit, they might just think you're guilty because you got a gun on your chain.
I mean, I feel like that's on them. You can't just judge a motherfucker because what they like, you know? Like, if I like guns, that's what I like. If that's what I want as my chain,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
you can't say I'm guilty because I got a Glock chain, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Or I'm
kind of
talking
what they
about-
be like
Yeah. But,
implicate.
yeah, they be on some shit like that, but, like, shit, that's when it goes to just the system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The justice system. That's how you know that shit unfair.
Yeah.
Unfair as fuck.
You gotta make it make sense. You can't just judge a motherfucker off of what they like, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Off they lyrics and
it's-
shit like that.
yeah. It's a hard ass chain. It just do be like the energy we put out. Be sometimes the shit we get back. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you. So with the titles, and then you got an upcoming project called I Want Blood, right?
Yeah.
So
it's
like, what
damn.
do your titles mean? What is that series?
I'm stressed out.
But he's such a nice guy.
No, you're hella respectful. I'm scared. I don't know whether to be scared or like.
I feel like
What do them titles mean to you though? And what does sleazy mean?
I feel like we entertainers, you know. So it's like it gotta be entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I make music and I like make projects, I kind of look at that shit like let me see, it's like kind of like a superhero or a super villain, like either or. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta kind of like build into that character. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta tell the story. It's like I Want Blood, like, so I started off for Where the Shooters Be, you know what I'm saying? And that's just like me introducing like where I'm from, like what I done seen growing up, like the energy, like how I'm coming in hard, Where the Shooters Be. Then it's More Than the Shooter. I'm letting y'all know like I'm more than just that too. Like, I can do this shit. I can make songs like Trying to Heal. I can make songs for the ladies and shit like that. I got more depth to my music. And then I Want Blood, it's like, all right, boom, like I feel like I'm at a point in my career where it's like I'm out for everything I feel like I deserve.
I got
you know what I'm saying? So it's like I want blood. Like I ain't playing like this. All this shit gonna be raw on here. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm showing y'all why I'm him. You know what I'm saying?
part.
So yeah.
I liked it.
That's hard. And okay, side note,
like how you broke
what
that
does
down.
sleaze and sleazy mean to you? And then what's some features we can expect on the album Blood? Because I heard there's some big features on that bitch.
What does sleazy mean to me?
Yeah.
I feel like that shit just like kind of like a movement. It's like a way of life for me and my guys. It's just like, you know how like artists they got certain shit they say like, slime, all that shit. Like
I got you.
it's just a word for to kind of like express who we is, like who I am. You know what I'm saying as a person. You know what I'm saying. So it's just like sleazy is me. What you gonna get from me? Like how I act, how I move, how I talk, you know what I'm saying, how I think, all of that shit, you know. But when it comes to the project, I Want Blood, what features I got on there, I do got some big features on there. I'm still kind of finalizing the track list, but like the options and shit that I got that I might put on there, a couple of them, Boston Richey, Big X the Plug,
Big X.
Star Bands, who else? I can't think right now. Who else? EBK J-Bo, that's my man's. Yeah, I got a lot of feature options, but yeah.
And as far as your name, why Go?
SleazyWorld. So my that's what it originally was. Like that was gonna be my rap name.
Go?
So SleazyWorld Go, and we got SleazyWorld 2 Eyes, we got SleazyWorld MP. And
Oh,
that shit.
okay.
But like my fans,
Oh,
they just
okay.
start calling me Sleazy, and it was like,
Yeah, you done took over the whole crew name.
yeah, like
I
they,
see.
Like basically
Okay.
like ASAP.
Yeah,
Rocky,
yeah. So,
ASAP
like,
shit.
they start calling me Sleazy, and it was like, all right, I got to think like that. That shit is harder.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. I'm
Yeah.
fuck with that.
So,
Yeah, that's
So
right.
they kind of gave me that name.
okay.
Go too simple.
Yeah.
I feel like as a DJ trying to search that, there's gonna be 1,000.
But that's why it's Sleazy World.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's,
So
now that's
it's
hard.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
true.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Now you've been doing some other big shit too. You did the Set It Off tour,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just did Birthday Bash.
Yeah, I do a birthday bash every
You
year.
do a Birthday Bash.
Yeah. I do
Let's
a
talk
birthday
about
bash
it.
every year. So shit every year, just for like for my city, some shit I do to give back, because it's like me growing up as a kid, I didn't see that shit, you know, like the
Yeah, you-
motherfuckers that had these platforms, that's not what they was doing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm doing that shit for the artists that's coming up there and just the kids
That's
to be able
hard.
to experience shit, to grow up and be like, shit, I seen this artist, because Sleazy used to bring all these big artists to the city every year, you know what I'm saying, for us, you know.
That's hard.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's really
And
dope.
every promoter there can't afford the artists that I'm bringing, so they may not ever see them, you know. So yeah,
How was it doing the Offset tour and working with Skilla Baby and shit too?
I feel like the Offset tour, that shit, that's what kind of like showed me like I got real love outside of just the
Them fans is
internet.
going
Like,
crazy on that vlogs.
So
So
it's like-
vlogs too.
tour, I feel like that's kind of like the best thing when it comes to being an artist, because you
Okay.
actually get to touch hands with your fans and see their reactions in real time and how they really feel about you. Like it's gonna be fans crying, it's gonna be fans fainting, it's gonna be fans expressing their love for you. So it's like you gonna see that shit in person, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that shit was raw.
Have you ever got somebody that said like you saved me or anything like that? Because
Yeah,
people
sure.
be saying that and it's like
It'd be real.
like y'all don't know. Even I'm sure like you get that all the time, but that means so much
Yeah.
because it just make it worth it. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Yeah, I got a song called Depression. A lot of people used to tell me like, shit, this shit helped me through a lot of shit, you know. So
That's hard.
yeah.
Talk about, just the depression factor then. Like we have I think this is so common. We got a lot of creators that go through depression. Just people in general go through depression. But I don't know why it's still, I think nowadays people are more open to talking about it. But I feel like before it was just such a, damn, let me keep this to myself type situation. But talk about just being vocal about stuff and just being an outlet for your fans and people going through shit.
I feel like me having this platform is something that I need to do. Like I don't want, like my legacy, I want to like kind of guide my fans and the people, like my family and the people that's looking up to me as much as I can. So it's like
That's real.
whatever I'm learning or going through, I kind of want to share that and break that down with them too. So it's like, cause I learned like a lot of the shit I know, and the reason why I done made it so far is cause I watched the people around me fail, and I learned from that shit. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the shit that I'm failing at and the shit I'm doing wrong and doing right, I want the people that's watching me to learn from that shit, so they won't have to go through that whole process. You know what I'm saying? That's what paving the way is. You know.
And also to like what you were saying, I think before we started really talking about depression, people ain't even realized they was going through depression.
That too.
Like you'd be sad,
true,
and be like, why
That's
am
true.
I sad? I can't even identify this feeling. You know what I mean? And even like I think we're just getting hip to anxiety. I think that's kind of even newer to like address, because like we felt some type of way, but we ain't realized that shit was anxiety.
Right.
You know
That's real shit.
Nah, for real, because in the hood, shit, like, ain't nobody talking about that shit.
At all.
Ain't nobody
That's
talking
not
about
the
that.
language
Definitely not
we
in the
speak.
black
It's like I'm
community.
stressed out or I'm going through some shit. Like, that's all we say. Like, having a bad day. Right. If I go smoke a blunt or some shit, it's like, no, you're depressed.
Like, you
Facts.
fucked up right now.
Right, you have
Mentally,
PTSD,
you
you
to, like,
feel me?
regroup. You feel me? You fucked up right now.
No, that
And
ass.
you don't smoke or drink, right?
Yeah.
So
Shout out to you.
is there any reason why? Because like that's dope, but you would think, you know, being out on tour and stuff, like you want to get lit.
It's a lot of reasons why, but my main reason why, I feel like it's a weakness. So that's the reason why I don't.
Alcoholics, she's like, damn, bro.
So mature. I love it. I love that. I love that.
That's the reason why I don't do drugs, because I see
That's
a lot
what's
of
up.
people, like, if you listen to people reasons, it's because they can't handle some shit.
Yeah.
It's like they can't handle it sober. They can't handle it by themselves. So they take these drugs to help them, you know? And it's like,
That's true.
man, my head I always thought about like, nah, I want to be able to conquer this shit on my own.
Yeah.
That's real.
I don't want to have to rely on this shit and rely on that shit to get through some shit, you know? So, yeah.
Do you have to help people around you? Like, I'm not, you know, you ain't got to say no names now, but like people around you, like, because that is a common thing. Like, I got people
Lil
around me
Durk
that
had
do.
to put his
what?
people in rehab.
Oh, yeah. Like, do you have to
Shout
go
out
through
to
that, like,
Lil,
trying
we
to
did
help
that
people
shit too.
around you who are maybe dealing with alcoholism or just drugs in general?
I feel like I try to, talk to them as much as I can and kind of like try to get them to see shit the way I see shit. I definitely offered like people around me like therapy and shit like that I feel like may need it and shit like that. But
That's what's up. But you ain't just sitting back. Because I feel like sometimes, like, some people just sit back and then don't speak up. Because I'm even guilty of that. Because I just feel like, what can I say to them? I feel like they know that they shouldn't be doing that shit. But then it's like,
A
I
lot
should
of
say
times
something
you-
because I feel guilty if something were to happen. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
I
it's a
think
sticky
still the person's
situation.
choice too.
Yeah.
You know, they gotta want to help themselves because they can
That's
stop
true.
drinking around you and then
Go home, be lit.
But you know what? Also, like we just stopped drinking this year,
well,
right?
they did.
And
I'm drinking.
but
I'm being healthy today.
But you start like people's when they're drunk or fucked up, it's like way more obvious. You know what I mean? And like you can't be around that more. Like, have you ever been around like just people just like?
I don't like to be around that shit.
Okay.
Like people around me know I don't like it. So it's like motherfuckers don't really get too fucked up around me.
Okay.
But just even talking about that, it's like one of the smartest sayings to me is like, I fought with Marco for this shit. It's like he got a slogan. It's like, it's a mindset thing. And I really feel like that's what makes people successful. It's like your mindset. Like that's what makes people in the position they is. It's like, it's all about your mindset. If you got this certain mindset, you're going to be in a certain place, you know what I'm saying? But if you got this good mindset, you're going to be in a good place, you know? It's really all about how you use your brain, you know? It start there, so, yeah.
And even outside of like suppressing your feelings and stuff, like we heard so many artists saying like they made a lit ass song while they was high, and then they keep going back to that because they like, yo, I hit a whole different element of myself when I was high. And we heard that on several interviews.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You like, yeah?
That's what drugs can do that shit too. It kind of like open different parts of your brain. So.
Oh, who was it that we interviewed? The
Several people.
the female artist that passed away.
Oh, Enchanting.
Enchanting. Like she told she made her first EP
yeah.
all in one day high. And we're like, damn, that's crazy. And then
that was crazy, yeah.
she passed away from an overdose. So it's like, even when somebody's saying that, you don't really, we don't even listen it from the ear like, bro, do you know you could have killed yourself?
Oh,
You know
that's
what I mean?
Deep. That's deep. That's
Yeah.
hella deep. Can we talk about some funny shit real quick, man? Like, do anybody say you look like any other rappers?
All the time.
Who they say?
Polo G.
Yup.
All the time. They be saying that.
Anybody else?
We got two more.
They say Polo G, John Morant.
I can see John Morant.
That's with the little Nike joint.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's really what I hear the most.
Okay. We got two. We said OMB Peasy
Oh yeah, I heard that a couple times too.
and
Yeah.
4 bets.
I never heard the 4 bets.
Really?
I never heard the 4 bets.
They racist. They're just like dark skinned dude with locks.
Dark
like,
skinned nigga with dreads.
So, yeah,
crazy.
that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Now you got the song you said drill ain't dead. Drill music ain't dead. You feel
Yeah.
like that?
For sure.
Okay.
I feel like it. I feel like it's it go up and down. But I don't feel like it's ever gonna be dead. I feel like once it came, it's like forever stamped now.
Feel
it's
that.
Like, it's an energy that the world gonna always like to hear and feel, you know. That's the main thing about drill music. It's the energy.
That's a fact.
It is very much.
It's the energy.
yeah.
It's the energy. How it makes you feel. It makes you feel turned. It's just a different energy than any other genre of music gonna make you feel. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Now I want to ask y'all a lunch table talk question. How do you, and this kind of just does apply to you, like, how are you with your finances and stuff? Because one thing like that bothers me, y'all, like with artists sometimes, it's like when some shit happen, they be the first ones to put a GoFundMe out.
Oh,
and it's like you feel like people should have money and shit saved or like life insurance. So like, can we talk about that type of shit?
You saying when something happens to them?
Yeah.
Are you saying if they pass away or
Or
something?
just anything.
Okay.
Like, you know, then you got people that should have some shit saved up. They putting up GoFundMes and it's just like.
Yeah. Or even like the wheel. Like people
That
always
too.
talking about like, oh, I want
Not
the
having a
state
wheel
and
and
stuff
stuff.
like that.
How are you in terms of like just financial planning and shit like that? Like, are you mindful of it?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm definitely.
Because I know you got kids and shit.
Yeah, yep. No, I'm definitely. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the shit I do is to secure my kids' future.
Respect.
So, like,
That's right.
I ain't just out this bitch just not doing shit. You know, it's like I ain't get here to just be
That
fucking
part.
off and not
Yeah.
making sure shit straight. So hell
Yeah.
yeah. But when it comes to like the artists that didn't do it, I don't blame them though, because it's like a lot of these people come from nothing.
I get
Who's
it.
gonna teach you?
True.
And then it's like the people that know the shit not gonna give you the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Okay.
like you gotta be smart enough to actually go get it. You gotta be smart enough to actually go get that knowledge yourself. You know what I'm saying?
agree.
And hopefully it ain't too late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
also think like a solid ass record label should have financial literacy.
That's my point.
Bruh, you
It's something
you know
missing.
you get
It's
even
something
with
missing.
even with athletes and shit. Like you know
Yeah.
you're 18, 20 years old. You're about to get millions of dollars.
We're not
No-
putting the blame on
no,
artists necessarily.
No,
Just,
yeah, I'm just saying like I do think the record labels know what's up.
Nah.
Do they care?
That's a fact, but you got to look at it on their extent. Like you got to look on their end too. If you a record label, right, and you signing these artists, are you finna put all the extra energy to make sure they like now them your kids now? Like
that's true.
it's like you got your own responsibilities. It's like that's an adult that you're signing. It's
Yeah.
like, you need to know that shit. You
Yeah,
know?
but they'll put you through. Well, back in the day, we'll put you through what artist development. So
Yeah.
you putting me through some shit to help me say the right shit. Even just be a good artist. You'll put me through a fucking dance lesson for years.
That's
and
because
shit.
you the investment. Because it's like
Yeah.
if I own a McDonald's, of course I'm gonna make sure the employees go through the learning process so they won't have my brand.
Yeah.
You
They ain't
feel
about
me?
to be burning
They
them
ain't
fries,
fucking up
man.
the. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
these are the people that's making you money. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like
That's
they money and what they doing with they shit, like shit. I don't see no McDonald's making sure a motherfucker know how to manage, like, you know
How
what
to
I'm saying?
start a new McDonald's.
Yeah, like how to,
You gotta
how
save
to
a
manage your
McDonald's.
money. It's like shit, bro.
Hey.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
it's
They be
true. It's
gatekeeping,
true.
It's a
man.
dog
Like,
eat dog world. It's like
Yeah, they
you
be
gotta,
gatekeeping
you know
like
what I'm
that.
saying? It's like shit. That'd
That's
be
true.
cool as hell if that shit went like
Yeah,
that. But it's
yeah.
like shit.
That ain't
I
the
ain't mad at a
reality.
motherfucker
Yeah.
that ain't doing the shit. You
True.
know?
Yeah.
I feel like it starts with just it starts with us as a community, our race, and it's just
That
like
part.
the people that do know,
Yeah.
y'all don't have to, but it'd be good if y'all did, just to be like helping your, you know what I'm saying, race, like, you know what I'm saying, grow. You know?
Yeah, and then you
I
got
like
what?
that though. Because the problem is it don't apply to niggas that's just signed. I mean, I'm really talking about street niggas.
Yeah.
Because I know
They
plenty.
do with athletes too, like athletes
Yeah.
the same way.
It's
Athletes
the
go
same
broke all the
shit.
time.
I just don't get that. Like, damn, is niggas not listening to other niggas?
I
What
was about to
is
say, I
it?
think they also a little hard headed.
True.
Because some people do be trying to put niggas on, and
True.
some niggas just don't want to hear that shit.
Or
That's
you
true.
could get somebody trying to put you on, and you make a really bad investment or they scam you.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know what I'm saying? Now you don't know who you could trust. You know, you might have a financial advisor that's doing some shit on the low.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's my shit.
Yeah, it's deep out here.
And it's like a lot of people that's at these positions, they don't want to see nobody where they at or better than them. So it's like,
That's true too.
Like nigga, if I'm up $1 billion, it's like shit, I don't give a fuck who.
Right. No,
like shit, I'm trying to be the only one up $1 billion. That's how a lot of these people think about shit. It's like shit, I'm good. Everybody, that's what I'm saying though. A lot of people think for themselves like shit, I'm good. You is gonna meet people that's gonna be like shit, I help a motherfucker. Like I want to see other people win, but everybody not like that. The majority not like that.
And a lot of people that do want to help, they getting like a little profit on whatever they helping with. You know what I mean? But also, I think some artists and even athletes, even street motherfuckers, think that it's going to keep coming that way. You know what I'm saying? If the money flowing and you just feel like you on top, you don't know next year it might not hit like that. No, so you just spending. Let's just say you made $20,000 at a show. Oh, what's just going crazy at the after party and drop 10,000 on some strippers or something. You know what I mean? You just think it's going to keep coming and it might not.
Hell yeah. See me, it got to make sense to me. It got to make sense to me. I was just talking about that shit the other day. Like, I overthink any type of spending now. Like, what am I spending? Like, why am I spending this? What could I get that's worth more than just this? Like, so say if I go to a strip club and spend $1,000 or $2,000, $5,000 and shit like that, it's like, what is it in my life that I really need to spend that $5K on? You know?
Yeah, that's how I feel when I lose like $20 at the casino. Like, this gas, not $20.
You feel me? Now I'm down 40. You feel me?
Nah, for real.
Now I'm down 40.
Damn, I didn't even think about down 40.
Like, now I'm down 40. So it's like, I go in this bitch spend $5,000 on some females. I ain't even got no ass from.
That's a fact.
Now I gotta go spend $5,000 on.
Get some ass, not a food.
You feel?
Why you bitches coming home?
But I do think like I think being sober helps with that, because like it don't.
Facts.
At a strip club,
Oh, we lit.
You probably didn't remember how much you spent.
Gotcha. That's
facts.
everything.
Yeah. So have you clocking everything?
Okay, they say clapping. I'm
no.
Like,
But have you ever made a dumb purchase, and if so, what was like?
Hell yeah, I used to do that shit a lot. I don't feel like I did it too much though. That's what I'm happy about. Like, throughout my career, like even when I first got signed and shit like that, I didn't just like blow my money and just make a lot of dumb decisions, you know. Even though I still made a lot, it wasn't just crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like I always thought in the back of my mind, like, all right, I'm not finna just.
Is there something in particular that you like that was expensive and that was dumb?
I feel like clothes is the most stupidest shit. Like spend a lot of money on, you know.
Hit that flea market, all right?
I mean,
I'm going to Atlanta.
Like, shit, who gonna
I feel like because it's like once you got enough money, you can just make your own shit and it'll be cheaper. Like now, that's why you see me. I got my own camera. It's like I used to spend tens of thousands on music videos, and it's like I can buy the whole setup for just $10,000. Now I'm shooting videos unlimitedly. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Instead of spending $200,000 a year on music videos, now I'm spending $50,000.
Yeah.
So do you have your people? Do you have your people shooting it? Do you have like? Are you somebody that didn't do that before you putting them onto that?
Yeah, hell yeah. And I got shooters. I got shooters that shoot for me and shit like that. If I'm shooting my own video, or if I want to, like, an artist trying to pay for a video shoot, I send them to go shoot for them and shit like that.
That's hard.
So it's like I got a film company now. Like,
I love
That's
that.
right. Come on.
But that makes perfect sense.
That's
though.
hard. Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
That's smart.
And while we speaking on the music, man, I heard you got the song Pressure, right? You getting Boston Richey on the remix?
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
See, that's an old song before Sleazy Flow.
Like,
that's in my old catalog. And
that's crazy.
Like, the word, like, my fans just rediscovered, or a motherfucker that was just like, damn, I like this nigga, and they got them digging into my old music, and they rediscovered it, put it on TikTok. Now that shit turned up, you know.
True.
So it's like that shit 3-4 years
Yeah,
ago.
That's what happened with Boss Man D-Lo song too. That one's not the one that went crazy, but the older song. But
no, we were just talking to Cannon from Atlantic Records about that. Like, if an old song start buzzing, I think old mentality is like, damn, y'all just getting hit to that. Like, that's old. Newer mentality is like, yo, let's revamp this shit.
Yeah.
Like, you're adding a different, new artist to it. So it will be like reintroduced to everybody that you know.
Yeah, because it's a lot of songs that's probably hit songs that the world just didn't discover.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. 100%. So it's like if they discover your song, fuck, they discover my shit 10 years from
That
now.
part.
Shit, it's his own.
Yeah, and you added somebody, so it is.
Yeah,
new.
and all the shit I drop, I feel like a hit song. If it don't be the hit song right then and there, it's like shit. Hopefully they end up catching on to that bitch. Yeah.
And I think that's what's up with TikTok, cause like
True.
we was saying, like Tamia's song, that line dance
yeah.
song, like a lot of throwbacks will be revived through TikTok.
What's that? Flex the Cupid. That shit.
Yeah.
That song like
true.
3-4 years old.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say side note, Glorilla and Boston Richey here tonight. They got a show tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
I was gonna say you popping up.
Popping out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out.
I knew it. I knew I should have got my damn ticket.
Look, that's her way of saying, can you give me
Hey,
a
yeah,
shot?
I ain't that type of person. Nah, hell nah. You stupid.
He said, yeah, try
We
it.
trying to get free
Alright.
tickets with our guests. It's embarrassing.
He like, that's what's up. He like, that's what's up. Cool.
You missed it. You gotta see it on the gram. Type shit.
Anyways, can we talk about fatherhood for you, man? How is it having 4 kids?
It's that shit fun to me.
Yeah.
Like that shit fun to me. Having 4 kids, that shit fun to me. They ass crazy. I feel like each of them got a different part of my personality.
I'm sure.
So it's like, yeah, that shit just be making me happy every time I see them.
That's tight. Same baby mama, different baby mama.
I got 2 baby mamas.
Okay, how does that work? Like with co-parenting and shit.
That shit decent. That shit cool.
It's decent.
Period.
I like that. And what's their age range? Your kids?
My youngest is 1 though.
Oh,
She's 5.
okay.
Women.
Yeah. You say your youngest is 1 and your oldest
is 5.
5. Oh, okay.
Oh, baby.
Oh, you was back to back shouty.
Yeah.
Straight shooter. You a shooter for real. See, now I get where you're shooter.
Sleazy,
You
yeah.
shooting, I get you. Whole time I'm thinking some gangster
Nah,
shit.
yeah.
Look, you a shooter. I hear you.
Shoot shit up, you hear me?
Hey,
I don't
But nah, I
know you.
want 10 kids though. Like that's where I want to stop at.
10?
A lot of people say that. What is it with the 10 kid thing? Like, why 10? And
I
they gonna
feel
be able
like-
to fit in one car.
You gotta love being a parent though. Like,
Hey, I'm being a sprinter.
yeah, you gotta love being a parent. So it's like me, I love being a parent. Like,
That's hard.
that's what makes me happy in life. My
that's
kids.
sweet.
So it's like that's a joy for me. You know.
That's sweet.
No, that's dope. But what if they all put you on child support? Like I hear that, but it's like, damn. If you was with somebody,
But
yeah.
if you taking care of your kids, what you gonna get put on child support for? You know.
I think bitches still be doing
I was
that.
gonna say, luckily
My
you got a
bad.
good situation. Let's just say that he got a good situation.
Okay, yeah.
And it's not that easy though. Like it's not that easy just to put a motherfucker on child support. You can put a motherfucker on child support, but if the man doing what he need to do and everything, you ain't gonna really get shit. So it's like it's gonna be a situation like Erica Mena and she's sick as fuck because she ain't getting nothing for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like that's what lawyers is for. Lawyers is like it ain't just a one-way street. You know.
Yeah.
The father can take the kids too. Like I got the same rights to get my kids as she do. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
when you do that, is it like I'm paying your rent, I'm paying your car note as far as the
Good question.
moms, or is it like I'm giving you money for my kid? Because
No, I'm gonna take. I feel like I'm like if they got the kids and that's where my kids living and they taking care of them every day and making sure. I'm gonna make sure they life easy. Like I'm gonna make sure they good. You know what I'm saying?
Real
like
one, real
I'm
one,
gonna
real
take care of that. You know?
Yeah.
Real one.
I think
That's
I
real.
think that makes
Nah,
Me too,
niggas
that's-
be moving like that.
because
That's
I
fair.
think because
That's
I
fair.
think it comes when like
That's fair.
baby moms are, or mother your child is like paying for rent or struggling, and she see you making a lot of money,
That's
and
where
you
that spike
throwing
probably
some money
come in.
for
Yeah,
like
yeah,
food and
yeah.
shit. Like, hold up, you know what I mean? But I do think if you getting
That's
it,
true.
like you need to make sure they good. But then some women try and live above their means too.
They
Like,
want to
it's
live
not
like
your-
you
your
type shit.
lifestyle,
Yeah,
Like
that's
this ain't
fair.
that. It's over.
Yeah,
But I do think it's crazy when some like rappers like got their kid in the hood still, like
Crazy.
and they baby mama in the hood, you know.
But shit, it
I
ain't
was
their
gonna
fault
say,
if the
yeah.
listen, if she don't wanna give him the kid,
Yeah.
it's like what could you do?
That's
like
true.
you
You
want
need a safer place for your kid, regardless.
but what?
She don't need to be in no penthouse. I'm just
Nah,
saying.
that's a fact. But it's like
That's tricky.
I feel like as a kid, like I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna let my kid live in the hood just because like
real.
I didn't post it my kids on social media. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, but you can't control what a woman do. Like a woman gonna do what she wanna do. Like your kids can be in harm's way by the nigga she fucking with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't control a lot of shit, you know.
Yeah.
You just gotta hope.
And then paying rent. And this dude over at your crib,
At the
do you
penthouse.
would you feel some
Messy
type
as
of
hell.
way? I'm just thinking, luckily I can't be no baby daddy, okay? I'm just thinking, like, bitch, if I'm paying your rent.
That's probably what, how niggas' mentality is. Like, I ain't
feel
about
like
to put you in that
I
crib,
feel
how
like
them niggas
if
over
he
there.
lived there, like if a nigga lived there, I'm not paying the rent.
Yeah.
It's like you got a whole.
That's a lot.
You feel me? You got a
Yeah,
whole
that's a
situation.
lot.
What if you
you
bought the
on
house,
your
though?
own type shit and you got, but you fuck with a nigga, but a nigga don't live there, like I'll take care of the rent.
Damn, that's what they did with the families in the projects. You trying to break up families.
Oh.
You know, in the projects, you can't qualify if the man and the wife are the
Cause
man-
y'all both
Oh,
lazy,
yeah.
y'all both fucked up. Like
Right.
hell no,
Yeah.
Nah, I feel that.
y'all
That
both ain't no shit. I don't blame the apartment complex. It's like why you got a nigga in this bitch and we take care of things.
yeah, that's probably really how they think it. Damn, I never thought
Y'all
about
trying
that.
to live free as hell. Hell no.
Let me
Y'all
ask
on
y'all one
some
more
bullshit.
lunch table talk question, real quick, a topic. How y'all feel about Neo having multiple girls, like, and women and shit? Like, could you do that? Would you want a relationship?
He's like, I'm doing that right now. Look at his ass.
I
Look.
told y'all 10 kids. I got 4
Hey, Neo
babies.
they all proudly claiming them. It ain't no issues, no drama.
Ain't
You
been
got
it.
them
I
all.
ain't
Listen, I'm saying though, like, how would y'all feel about it? They both practically married. She's married. She's about to be married.
Y'all should do that shit.
What?
I'm saying y'all should do that shit.
Have multiple
No.
women? Is that what you said?
If that's what y'all want to do.
Nah, okay. But I also heard him say, like, 7 days, he'll take one with him, then send her back next 7
Not the
days.
fucking schedule,
Yeah, they
bro.
on rotation. All of them
Literally.
have their own 7 days with him.
I feel like that's why I go back to just it's a mindset thing. Really,
Mm.
it's just like I feel like a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's based on how we raised and what we knew.
Yeah,
So
that's
like a lot, like we all grew up thinking like, okay, this is how it gotta go.
Yeah.
But it's like it's nothing wrong with. It's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
back in the days, like back in time, that's how it was. You know
I
what
feel
I'm
like
saying?
everybody say that. What time? Back in the day.
I mean, African men be doing that. They be
Yeah,
have
that's
all
why
these wives.
a lot of different countries they
They
do
do
that
do
shit.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And they don't
true.
feel like it ain't a bad thing to them. Like,
Yeah.
nowadays it's like
It's community.
social media, like shit.
the schedule for me,
girl,
bro.
you sharing a nigga, like
Yeah. It be
they
like-
make it a bad thing.
I do get the community part. Like, it's like 3 women helping to raise your kids and
village.
stuff. But what do you think? It take, that's what
Who
they
making
meant.
lunch today?
That's what they meant when they say it take a village. Damn,
Yeah.
that's shady.
I
But
just think it just sound like a lot. Like it just seemed like a lot of dick to go around. Like you gotta really know how to like laugh.
But that's what
like,
I'm saying. It
it's
ain't
a
all
lot.
about sex though. That's not the
It's not the end all be all.
It's not the you
But
know.
how you gonna satisfy all of them like at one? Like, or is it
it's
a
not.
schedule?
That's why
Sex?
he's doing
It's
seven.
giving schedule.
He's like, I can't do all y'all bitches in one night now. Damn.
Like, I need a break. I'm gonna see you Sunday.
Look, men don't see nothing wrong.
Yeah, man. Like
I'm cooking shit, everything, same day.
All right. So since you have kids, do you feel like it should be displayed in front of the children?
What?
'Cause
Bringing
Neo's-
multiple women around your
I think
kids.
it could be. Like I don't think it's nothing. Like if y'all are a family,
They are a
I
family.
think it should be. Like now they seeing just different. Like they seeing love. Like they seeing love.
Okay,
Like, 'cause
okay,
The
okay.
other girl in there, she can be like the kids may love her a certain way or go to her for certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Then
I just wouldn't want my
you.
kid like seeing you kissing 4 different women in front. Like I don't know, but I feel you though. I feel the community part. But it's like,
This is really a good.
But if your
question.
kid grow up like that, then that's what your kid knows.
oh,
You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is the kid, what's wrong with it if that's what the kid was raised around? You get what I'm saying? Like, I got 4
They
moms.
gonna see
Oh,
that
that's
shit
abnormal.
regardless if you doing it or not. Social media
Yeah.
gonna show them that shit. Like
that is
they gonna see all that shit. They gonna see polys. They gonna see gay shit. They gonna see all that shit. They gonna
Yeah.
see everything.
True.
Okay.
I guess the
Okay.
biggest thing
Okay.
I guess the biggest thing I would say.
Gay.
No, she gay. She stood.
I'm the only gay one here.
He,
They're not gay.
let's not confuse.
No,
him,
no,
all
we're
right?
just fucking. I know he looking like damn.
But they
No,
gonna
no,
see
no.
all that shit.
I
I feel like
know.
social
That's
media
true.
you can see everything.
That's
There's
true.
nothing wrong. Like
That's
it's just
true.
if that's what you like, that's what you like. Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
You can't be like if your kid gonna do that, that's what your kid gonna do. It
Mm.
ain't nothing you can really, you know, because we all got our own mind. It's like shit.
He's so wise.
If
You
I want
are.
to do this shit, I'm gonna
He
do
is a
this
wise
shit.
guy.
You know.
Yeah. yeah.
Imagine your kid going to school like, damn, y'all ain't got 4 moms? I got 4 moms at the crib.
Oh God, it's turn.
Hey,
One of them cooking.
Yeah.
One of them cleaning my shit. I gotta
Yeah.
do nothing.
Hey, kids with gay parents say they got 2 moms.
True.
Shit.
Yeah.
They already confused. Let me stay out of this.
Right.
Man. I'm gonna stay out of this.
Hollering. All right, let's do it to wrap it up.
All right, so we have a segment called Wrap It Up where I'm going to start off with a line and y'all just follow up kind of like a rap, all right?
But it ain't like no real rap.
Yeah,
like,
it ain't
you ain't got to like,
All right.
Right, he gonna shit on this.
right? You ain't got to make us look crazy now. Sheesh.
All right. I ain't no rapper, you already know, but I'm coming today on my Sleazy Flow.
Damn, that was long though.
I just rhymed with my...
You did.
You kind of rhymed high key, low key.
All right.
You should have just kept going.
I just came through on my Sleazy Flow.
Your mama says she know you a hoe.
This shit already over. I think it's time to go.
You trying to throw some shade in there? You trying to?
He trying to wrap this up. Look, it's,
I ain't got
now he wrapped up. Now he wrapped
It's always Britt now.
It's not always me.
Yes,
It's just I
it
feel like that
is.
was whack. Lalaa be throwing me off every time.
I do it. I rhymed with her.
Sorry, are you like sisters? Don't y'all not in front of the guests.
Not in front of
God
the company.
damn,
I
y'all.
All right, I bombed that one.
Yeah,
I just want the record to be known that I'm getting better at this game. You know, usually we can kind of keep going, but Britt seems to have an issue with the rapping.
I'm like, what round would go? You already said hoe. You already said
No,
flow.
oh, so,
All right, y'all got it.
Bo.
Let's wrap this shit up so Sleazy can hit the door.
Okay.
You feel me?
You ready to go?
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
I'm saying because it's like it gotta make sense.
Facts,
It gotta make
yeah.
sense with it,
Facts.
you feel me?
Well, I do want to say, like, doing interviews and podcasts, I think is important because I feel like I gained the respect for you. And
Me
even
too.
just
Me
like,
too.
She was scared of you at first.
nah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? The album covers, but like, you just sound very wise and
Definitely do,
Absolutely.
for sure.
and just dope and cool.
appreciate
And
it.
I think that's
Appreciate
important for artists to actually come on platforms to show, you know, that other side.
Yeah,
That's what I think
100%.
makes. Some people will love you for your music, and some people will love you for your personality
Facts.
as well. You know what I
Facts,
mean?
facts. What's your message to your day one fans, man?
I love y'all. Keep rocking with me. Keep rocking through this journey. Yeah, and I hope it motivates y'all to be something too, you know, like my story and my journey. Yeah, for sure.
That part. All right, final question for this particular episode. Our
Hurry up, 'cause he
keyword.
about to go to the door. He
Okay.
gonna wrap this up some more.
No,
So-
we've been kicking it though. I've been kicking it with y'all.
Yeah,
For sure, man.
Vibe.
Now you
For
got
sure.
great energy
Look,
too.
for sure, I feel you. Now she want to rhyme.
I was rhyming. I rhymed.
Aight.
I did my part. Okay. Okay. So our keyword here is progress. We talk about growth. Do you remember me asking you that before 3 years ago?
Lalaa.
No, I do.
Don't remember you.
But he if he don't,
I hate
I'm trying to
when people say
see
that.
exactly where we was at though. I remember.
I'm
All
giving
right.
you a hard time. We was at the Coalition DJ's anniversary. That's what it was. Okay.
I've done
But-
that. I've done that move before.
I think you performed, but I did ask you the keyword. But my point of asking you that is, shut up. Every time we do an interview, we're gonna ask you what our keyword progress means to you. So what does it mean now?
What does progress mean now for me? Consistency. And yeah, just consistency. That's what I would say progress mean for me. Being consistent, you know. That's how you get progress. Being consistent, you know. It's gonna continue to go up, you know. So, yeah.
That's crazy because I wonder, do you have his old interview on YouTube?
Sure, I got it.
Because like
I'm sure.
See,
I
you
would
said
like
yeah
to
versus
play
Yeah,
that
yeah.
for this. I wonder if you said consistency
I don't
then.
think I did.
All right, well, shit. One final question, man. I asked everybody to come on the platform. What does the word progress mean to them? Because our platform is called the Progress Report. We talk about growth. The next time we do an interview, hopefully we can be in studio. You know what I mean? So we can do like a more intimate type, fun setting. But what does the word progress mean to you right now?
Progress, elevating, you know. Elevating, you know what I'm saying? Reaching them goals. Progress, grinding, you feel me? All that, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't think I
He
did.
was like, we about to start popping some shit.
I'm
Right.
going to find it. I know I
Yeah.
got it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Dude, should we just guess his zodiac or no?
Oh yeah, let's get into it. He's a nice guy.
We
nice
this
guy.
the last thing,
Very
y'all. We
smart.
gonna let y'all be on your way. We guessed zodiacs. Me and Britt. We get 3 tries.
All right, bet.
Don't tell us nothing.
All right.
He is a nice guy, well mannered,
Very well mannered.
knows how to speak.
All right, y'all.
And so what is emotions?
All right, I guess Cancer. He ain't no Cancer.
Okay.
They not gonna guess it. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a hint. It's the best sign.
Aquarius. Aquarius.
Oh, Capricorn.
I'm over here like Aquarius.
How you know that she a Capricorn? So that's and
That
she
makes
ain't Aquarius,
sense.
so
Right,
you
I'm
know
like,
what say
Aquarius.
your
Makes sense. Well,
But he
of course
did
he's
say
a
that
Capricorn.
earlier. He said something about Capricorns earlier,
He
so I
referred to
definitely.
it, but you ain't
he
say you
definitely
was a
did.
Capricorn. When your birthday?
January 17th.
Okay.
Damn, so you on the cusp, kind of. Okay, well, December 28th, we are the best. Sleazy,
My
this
daughter,
was
hers
amazing.
is December 30th.
Okay, yep.
She
Capricorn baby. That's what's up. That's what's up. But not Sleazy, you dope as hell. I agree with what Excel said. Like, I'm an interview person too, so I love watching interviews. But this conversation definitely, like, I was already bugged with your music, but this really made me like, damn, I like you. You know what I mean? So good shit. Thank you, Toby, for making this happen. Okay. Well, it's the Progress Report podcast, Lunch Table Talk. We out.
We about to hit the door.
The Progress Report.